Life is a laugh, don't count, learn fast. Half turn a legend, turn a blast from the past.
Hunter, I think it felt a little bit again like we were watching Arsenal.
Oh yeah, that was Arsenal ball. You know, that's the kind of performance I wish we had been playing all season. It was a really good game, fun to watch.
It's crazy to think that we haven't been playing like this for so long. I mean, now we've had Everton and now Watford. I mean, for so long. I mean, even the games we were winning. I mean, we're talking about wins against. And look, today is Watford. I know they've been decent, but that's still not necessarily a monumental win. But wins against Newcastle and Bournemouth and lower league teams in the cup. I mean, being 4-0 up with 15, 20 minutes to go. I mean, we haven't seen that in forever.
No, it felt really good, and like you said, Watford's not at the top of the league, but yeah, that was definitely Arsenal football today, and we haven't seen it in a while, so it felt good.
Man of the match?
It will be, must be.
Yeah.
I think he showed his class today. I thought he was going to score a second one. Would have been a worldie. That was a great shot.
I mean, Wobie just exploded onto the scene all of a sudden. I mean, it's almost even it almost makes the players like Theo look even more ridiculous. How they're not succeeding. I mean, when you see a guy like that so young come in and have the impact he has, and then players like Theo Walker, Oxlade-Chamberlain, who have had every chance in the world, they haven't put anything together this season, half as good as what we're seeing from Wobie right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a couple guys that are stale. I find it hard to say much about Theo because I feel like he's been such a servant for us. But, man, like you're talking about Iwobi, he's on top of the world right now. And I think more than making the guys that we have who are underperforming feel poorly, I think it's an encouragement for the younger guys that we have, like Chuba. And it's Jeff, exactly. These guys now know that they can come on the scene and perform well for us. It's been done, so let's see it.
We often see a lot of guys come in and you see a young player have a great game, have a good run. It will be different in the sense that he's just built so much differently than, say, a player like Theo or even a player with the strength and speed of Ox. I mean, Iwobi's so big and strong. I mean, he just looks like he's built and has all the tools to be a successful midfielder.
He is, yeah. He's a man. He's a big, strong, mature midfielder. He looks like, and that's what we need. And he's playing really well for us at the minute.
Are you to the point where we should, where you're feeling like maybe it's time to get offload some of those guys we mentioned? If Ox and Theo can't do it, if we have guys stepping up like Iwobi, is it time to just take the money and make some other signings in the summer?
Yeah, I'm not going to be upset about losing any of those guys, to be honest, as long as we buy to replace and we buy top class. That's my only concern. But I think guys like that can still do a job for us. Maybe not so much Ox, but I think Theo's just in a bit of bad form right now. He scored a goal today. I mean, he's capable of being a good player. So whatever we do with him, it's whatever for me.
I don't want to look too far ahead. Obviously, in terms of any title, any league comeback, we're relying on teams ahead of us to falter. But West Ham away, it's a place where we've been very good in recent seasons, but obviously it's a little bit of a different story. These days, what do you see happening at Upton Park?
Could go either way. I mean, we saw the good Arsenal today. Are we going to see the good Arsenal next week? That's how it goes. The pressure is off for us now, so I feel like we're in a good position to play well. So we ought to be going in looking for 3 points, obviously.
If we do win that game, if we get 3 points at West Ham, are we back in it in any capacity?
I think we got a lot of relying on our opponents at the minute, but we got to do what we do, and we got to win our games.
New name every Saturday. Bright lights in the city, Broad Street matinee. Johnny on the jack again, winking at a West.